I paid way too much for this thing. Okay, wow, it's so cool. It's here. I've been waiting for this for a long ass time. This is a SANGEAN CL-100 weather radio, and it also has AM and FM. And my favorite feature that they advertise is RDS. And let's see if it's very good. Here's the side. A nice product description. Like I already like the design of the box. It's kind of like, it's just plain modern, doesn't over advertise it. It just shows a list of features on the back and then just shows the product here without anything much. So and then it just has the radio here. So I don't know, so far I kind of like this. So let's see, we're gonna open this very cool, very awesome box. Very cool. We have the instructions here. Well, let's read the instructions actually. The first page we have here shows us how to read the serial number, I guess. Very cool, thank you. And then tells us to, very important, it's a very important message they left for us in 3 languages. That must be really important. Here's a little note here. Apparently the power supply, which is, I guess, this thing here, they suggest you keep this 12 inches away from your weather radio when you're listening to the AM band, because it has some type of specialized efficient switching mode where it can cause interference with AM frequencies. So yeah, keep this 12 inches away from your radio when you're listening to AM. Yeah, no, it's my warranty card. Oh no, it's optional accessories. Oh, the antenna. Oh, maybe you might need it. Oh, it tells you to order an accessory. I guess you can just mail that in to order an accessory. That's nice. Oh, look, I have a limited warranty. Just in case if something stupid happens to this radio, we have limited warranty. Hopefully this weather radio does nothing stupid happens to it, so I don't have to deal with that crap. Oh my god. It's a menu tree. What? Now, I've never heard of manufacturers including menu trees in their products, especially like these. Okay, that's actually kind of a neat thing to include, and you can have it with you. That might be pretty useful, actually. I'll put it up here. Oh, this warning just tells you not to use other AC adapters except for this one, or the radio could collapse into a black hole, ending all life on Earth. I guess this is a quick setup guide. Oh, it's not. Oh, there's 3 of them. Oh, roadmap style. Well, let's I'm gonna quickly get into this very thick menu. There. Oh, I'm on France. It's nothing much through here, just tells you how to add a county code with same programming. Battery. But no, nobody likes menus. People want to see the actual thing itself, which you've already seen it. It's right here. It's the SANGEAN. Very cool radio, and it's very cool and very small. I mean, like, it's not that small, but it's small. Okay, let's get this junk out of there. Whee! So it's actually not that big, but it's decent size. Here's it compared to a Go Bus. It's actually almost the same width as the Go Bus, cardboard Go Bus, and then this is the Wii remote. So actually, you could say almost the same width as the Wii remote, but the Wii remote is a bit more smaller than the radio. I'm doing a size comparison between the ER210 now, so a bit bigger than the 210, and of course the Samsung Galaxy S4, a bit bigger than an S4. So this size comparison is just to give you an idea of how big the radio is, for those who want to be really precise in how big the radio is. Taking off this screen cover. Ooh. I mean, that's pretty much it. That's the radio. This is its front. You have 5 presets: band switching, power, and snooze. That might be for standby, and you actually might be able to activate sleep mode with this button as well. You have the 3 warning lights, of course: watch warning, watch advisory. You have a weather. You have, I think that's CT. I'm gonna have to know what CT does. But there's a menu button to go into the menu, and these are the It's kind of like your D-pad with the volumes to the side, and you can tune by using the vertical buttons going up and down, and then the middle selecting. And it's a speaker is actually, it's kind of, I could say it's bigger than the ER210, but is it loud? And my dogs are barking. Overall, that's the front. It also has a raised screen, which I actually thought the screen you could like push it down or pick it up, but no, it's actually raised, which, I mean, like, it's cool, but I wish you could have pushed it down, pushed it up. And yeah, so far it's clean. On the side we have, I think these are your alarm modes. I think the alarm one just makes it beep, and the second one turns on the radio. In the front you have your very nice printed logos of the NOAA, SANGEAN, and Public Alert logos. Very nice. Modern, apart, and just simple. I actually, there's nothing much here, but I actually really like this. I kind of like this design. Have this nice finish, and it kind of nice, it reflects. Yeah, it's a nice finish they have around this radio. I kind of like this design. Back here, you actually can connect an AM antenna, and you can also ground it. So that's a cool thing they included, to connect your own antenna. And they also have an external antenna for the weather band and FM, so you can just connect your external antenna. I think that's your standard RCA port, where you can just connect anything with those red, white, and yellow cables. But usually you would connect a specialized antenna, an external antenna. And of course it has an external alert, which you can also connect external alerts, like the flashing light from Midland, or some other homebrewed thing. You know, I'm actually planning to figure out how this external alert works, and then like I want to make my own external alert thing. And of course, what caught my eye is the auxiliary in. That's kind of what it kind of caught my eye here, because I'm wondering, like, okay, there's an auxiliary in. Why do you need an auxiliary in? And I'm like, oh yeah, like it's a thing that caught my eye. I never seen a weather radio having an auxiliary in input. You also have your standard headphone port, and of course the power. Back here it basically shows you the frequency information, the FCC stuff, model number. It has this flap down here. Is this, I think that flap might be a screw. So you open it like this, and it exposes the batteries, where you put the batteries in there. And oh, that's cool. Oh, that's very cool. I get the flaps. Oh my god, that did not sound good. Oh, screw. Does it come off? I don't think it come off. I didn't break anything, did I? No, I don't think this comes off. This push. But it takes 4 AA batteries, and you can just close this. I don't think this cover comes up, so if you have this radio, don't try to rip it out. I don't think you should worry, and the cable should be long enough to get it. And wow, it powers on. Isn't that so cool? It totally powers very much powers on. There's our time. Well, it's not our time. It's another time, but we're gonna set it up based on what the ER210 says. So I'm gonna try to set it up. Of course, it wants you to set the clock, which is a basic thing to do with every single weather radio. Wow, so cool. It's so totally powered on, and I already got fingerprints on it. So not cool. So it tells us your radio's now powered on. It tells us to enter the menu by pressing the menu button. We should probably be able to figure it out. So you have to set an alert 1, alarm 2, clock, tone, siren level, alert mode, defeat siren. Oh yeah, there's all this stuff. Alerts. Oh my god, the lower button is not working. What? Okay, that was concerning. The lower button kind of, unless I was clicking it incorrectly, or no, this looks fine. Not registering. So we'll leave that. I guess save time will dim the brightness, or like will turn off the backlight. So I keep it to bright. And yeah. Whoa, the menu went back to no menu. Oh, whoa. It's probably because I had to pause there for a second. So I think we can select our weather channel, and do I have to turn on weather? Because they said you have to turn on weather. Unless I don't have the crap set properly, or do I have to, or did they say something, some reviewer said something about the sounds more like a, you know, ocean over there, not static. Is that XMJ or is that VAD? And it timed out. Oh well. Well, let's reset the clock. Alright. What the hell does automatic mean? What? That's clock. 87.5. Is that like something to do with the time stations or something? I don't know. But we have a time, so I guess we're gonna set our time. Oh, it's not 24-hour. I don't like the down button. Just at 17:29. Alright, let's check out the very cool and very epic radio functions in here. So let's get, this is a close-up, very cool, unique close-up on this very epic radio. We're gonna check the weather, which to access the radio station that you're set on, which is for us right now, for now, it's channel 4, we press weather. And it actually automatically puts the volume up a little bit. So this is VAD. So turn it off. We're gonna then activate the AM and FM. To do that, you press the power button. Whoa, I think that's the sleep button or something. And it will gradually increase the volume automatically every time to whatever. I don't know. You can. My volume is actually pretty high up. I'm gonna put it down because I'm about to play something, probably something copyright. So let's fast scroll through the damn thing and to my favorite station. There we go. So we have RBDS, which is one of my favorite features here. We also have stereo. So it looks like you can receive stereo FM. And of course it shows the title of the song scrolling by through here. Now we're going to go to AM, which you press it by changing the band. And we'll give you to AM. This is new stock 1010, which I already set it to.
Postpartum depression. Men tend to kill as an act of revenge.
And what's your name?
And you can switch to it with the tuning, the tune buttons up and down. Same with AM and FM. And then if you press band again, you go into auxiliary, which that will bring us to getting the auxiliary cable that I have sticking out of my desk. And this auxiliary cable is no copyright music. No copyright music on WXV24, obviously. Yep, that's the cable from WXV24 showing you that this radio works. But enough vibing here. We're gonna vibe a little bit here and go into more depths of this radio, as in this antenna. Okay, so this antenna. Well, this antenna feels great. Like, well, it feels kind of sturdy, doesn't feel flimsy or anything. But someone told me that if you play around with the antenna too much, it gets loose. It gets flimsy and it gets loose, and that's something that's apparently a downside of this radio, that the antenna gets easily loose after screwing around with it a lot. Now, of course, I can suspect that it's that screw getting loose in between that holds this antenna, so that's probably a thing to watch out for. So maybe don't play with the antenna too much, or it might get loose over time. But my dogs are barking. But anyways, this antenna is actually pretty tall. Not that tall, it's from here to here. Let me get the measuring tape and let's see how much this antenna measures. The antenna measures to 12.5 inches or 53 centimeters? Yeah, that looks like 53 centimeters. 12.5 inches and 53 centimeters. It's like for the different units, 12 inches or 53 centimeters, not and imperial system. But yeah, that's the antenna. Very, very cool and long antenna. That is it for the very cool SANGEAN CL-100 weather radio. And no weather radio with all hazard alerts. My dogs are barking still, but who cares? Because it's a very cool weather radio. But that's up for time to tell us, I'm gonna have this radio for a while, and then you might see one of my reviews episodes coming up, I don't know, sometime later, maybe during the summer, where I will do a formal review of this radio.